Yeah,
close
so
of escrow
the seller
date.
can't deliver clear title. So are they outside the inspection period by now? Is that what you're telling me?
They are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so bottom line, they're outside the inspection period, but the seller can't deliver clear title, so they can cancel pursuant to that. The question is, does the contract specifically state that EMD can be returned without, if it's canceled, does the
Caleb?
contract only allow the return of EMD based on the EMD, or, I'm sorry, during the inspection period cancellation? Yes, Nancy.
Okay, take it a different route. Since there was already a contract in place, that makes this contract null and void and non-enforceable. So the buyer's EMD should come right back because
Ooh, I like
she
that. Yep.
knowingly tried to defraud them out of their money.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a good word. I'll say defraud.
And sorry, Michael, did they end up getting a title search done?
Yeah, it was like a week ago. We had the title search done, came back, title was, there's a memorandum, there's another wholesaler. The guy's already spent a ton of money. He gave them money up front. He gave them like 60 grand up front, started working on repairing the house or renovating the house. And I don't know what exactly happened, but they're beefing now.
Well,
Yeah,
from the sounds of it, their contract was never valid to begin with, so not enforceable. So the EMD needs to come right back, whether she signs for it or not.
Okay, I'll use that. I like that, defraud. She's trying to defraud them of money.
Yeah, I do have a general question about this situation, Caleb. In the contract, it talks about the title search and buyer's review of the title and everything. And
Right, within 10 days of the search, they can cancel.
Yeah. So has it been 10 days?
Does that count as the
have to check
inspection period? The question that I'm pursuing is, I think our contract is written specifically to allow the cancellation of the contract and the automatic return of EMD if it's canceled pursuant to the inspection period.
That's what I'm kind of getting with the whole release of EMD, but the title search itself took about a little over 2 weeks.
So if the title search doesn't come back within that 10-day inspection period, then it should default to when the title came back. And maybe we want to rewrite the contract to say that they can cancel within 10 days of receiving the title search.
That's how it's written. It's
Okay.
listed separately. So there's the inspection period, which is the buyer can cancel for any reason whatsoever, but also there's a subsection that says buyer's satisfactory review of the title search. And if they
It's 4.2.
Okay, so if they send it out for as long as they reasonably do it, if they do a title search reasonably soon, well, that's the subjective part. But as soon as that title search comes back, they have basically 10 days to review the title search paperwork and come up with a decision on whether or not they're comfortable moving forward with that. So is that, if you're looking at that right now, Ashley, and you're going to be a contract specialist, give us your opinion on whether that's part of the inspection period, or if we need to modify the language to make it clear that the title search is an extension of the inspection period for the purposes of canceling and getting EMD.
When I walk a seller through, I just walked it through yesterday, and the way I interpret it is that it says the buyer shall have 10 days from receipt of the title documents.
Right.
To show that they disapprove of anything. But what it doesn't say is specifically the return of the earnest money. So it's like they can cancel the contract without without going in full breach of contract. But that's where I'm like, I think upgrading this section to include some specification about earnest money would be helpful.
So does the current contract at least specify automatic return of EMD if canceled within the inspection period without requirement of mutual signatures again?
Yeah, the contract should have that built in. It's a section. Yeah, it should be section 7. Doesn't it just say that outright? irrevocably instructs escrow agent to return deposit to buyer
Yeah.
during the inspection period. It's let's see right here. Seller hereby waives any rights under state or other law to object to the release of the deposit if this contract is canceled by the buyer during the inspection period, and
Right.
waives any right to provide additional blah 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 blah. But the title report section
Right.
does not
So
specify.
we need one line at the end of that title section, if we're going to modify this contract, that says, like in italics at the bottom of the paragraph about that, this title review section shall be considered an extension or shall be considered a part of the inspection period for the purposes of cancellation and return of EMD.
I love that.
Did you write it down?
Good job. Good. Well, you recorded it. Good job.
I think you're still recorded.
This
Wendy,
is
you're
this
still
is a good
recorded.
recording. Even this clip right here, this little chunk is a great conversation.
Yeah. So we need to get that little what you just said exactly, because that one sentence provides the title review period to be considered inspection period
for the purposes of return of EMD, cancellation and EMD return.
Yes. Awesome.
Section as specified in section 7. All right, great. It's really nice to be able to just think while you navigate instead of me have to think and navigate the pages at the same time, because I can keep zoomed out and keep the big picture in mind while you tell me the specifics of the sections that we're thinking about. That was really handy.
That was good teamwork, everybody. Way to go.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And that's what happens all day, every day in the TC virtual office, baby.